strap or a block, that would be good, because we'll do a little work with the props. So anything that you can use. If you don't have a strap or a block, that's fine. We'll make it work without. But so taking a moment to find your comfortable seat. Let your sits bones root down, so you may have to move a little flesh aside to really get the bones to draw into the chair. Let your feet be about hip width distance apart, and then we're gonna lift the ribs from the waistline, draw the shoulders up, back, and down, and side to the neck, come back. Sorry, somebody else. Here's Jackie. So again, just taking a moment to kind of settle into this breath, allowing yourself to kind of relax and prepare for all of the movement that we're going to do. So just allowing yourself to relax. Sounds just float in one ear and out the other. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Slowly becoming aware of this moment, of this breath. And let your fingers start to move, maybe the toes start to move, wiggling a little bit just to become aware of the physical body again. And then let's take the arms out and up with the full breath. Nice strong breath in, and then as the hands come down towards the heart, that's the exhale. Inhale, exhale. So go with the rhythm of your breath, which might be different than mine, different from your video neighbor. Good, and then we're gonna start to come into a bit of a twist. So letting the arms reach high and then twist over to the right side. The hands kind of drop down towards the floor and then back through center and go to the left. So we're trying to twist the spine. So watch that you're not dropping your head or your shoulders, staying straight. Maybe the head, neck, and eyes can turn and look with that twist. Being aware of the breath, inhale and exhale. And then finishing up, whatever side you're on, we'll come back through center with the arms reaching high and then drop those shoulders out of the ears. Good. Right hand comes to the floor. Let the left arm bring you up and over for a side body stretch. Always starting with these spine warm-ups. Inhale and exhale. Make sure that you're kind of keeping both sits bones in the chair, so as you lean to the left, right, bring that right sits bone back down, and vice versa. So you start to expand through the rib cage, out through the arm, out through the fingertips. Feet stay in alignment, and just make sure you're breathing. And then whatever side you're on, let this one be the last one. And we'll come back, kind of to center. Come forward a little bit in your chair. So as you scoot the body forward, make sure your feet come forward also. And then again, kind of lifting the ribs up from the waistline. Let your arms extend forward and then elbows draw back towards each other. Inhale, as you reach, maybe the palms touch, and then exhale, the elbows draw back. So keep your gaze looking straight ahead, and just make sure your neck's not pulling forward. It's in alignment on top of the spine. Just let your arms and breath move. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good, let's do one more. And then with the elbows back, cross the right arm on top of the left. Hold those arms in opposite directions and then open back out. Opposite arm comes on top. Pull in the opposite direction and then open back out. Good, so again, alternating that top arm. And let those elbows stay low, shoulders stay low. Pull in the opposite direction and back out. Good. Next one's the last one, so whatever side you're on, let that be done then. Good. Shake the arms off a little bit. And we'll place the hands to the knees to move into some cat-cow, seated cat-cow. So curling in, chin in towards the chest. And then opening up, let your shoulders relax, looking up towards the ceiling. Good, I'm just gonna turn so you can kind of see this a little bit better, hopefully with the colors of my shirt and the chair and everything. Curl in and then opening up, let the shoulders relax, looking up. So it's, we did side to side and we did twisting, so now we do forward and back for the spine. Curl everything in nice and tight and then open it up. Shoulders relaxed. Good, let's do one more. Curl everything in. Open that up. Good, and then as you're still kind of seated forward, we'll take the legs apart. Let your heels kind of be in line with the legs of your chair. And now getting really tall, lift the ribs from the waistline, let your heart start to come forward. So even keeping your neck in alignment as you come forward. Shoulders or hands stay to the knees so your shoulders kind of stay engaged on the back. They're not rounding and dropping forward. Stay really strong. There's the exhale. And then inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale it back. Couple more. Last one. And now we're going to come into a twist. So let your heart kind of draw to the right, dropping down towards that right side, and then come up. Twist the waistline as much as you can. Watch that your knees aren't moving around, and take your heart towards the left. So move with your breath. Again, it might be different than mine, different from your neighbors. You can hold it for a moment. It can be that twist and that dropping down. Reaching through. Maybe when you come to the right, maybe your left arm gets straight. It's just another place to go. And again, watch that your knees aren't moving around. One more to each side. And then back to center. Let's place that left hand to the top of the thigh, right arm to the inside of the right leg. So you kind of push that right arm into the right leg, that kind of turns your heart to the left, reaching your fingertips down the inside of the leg, and then back up. So now your right hand comes to the top of the thigh, left arm to the inside of the left leg, reach down. Good. So your right hand's kind of push, the hand that's to the thigh is kind of pushing that thigh into downward, so that doesn't get light as you twist to the left side. Your right side's not getting light and wanting to lift up off the chair, so you can extend that stretch on the back of the hip. Inhale and exhale. Feet stay rooted, knees stay in place. And then finishing up that last one with the hands to the knees, circles. So still kind of keeping the knees wide, but you can let them kind of drop around a little bit. The head can move, the elbows move. If your low back is a little uncomfortable today, think of your core. Draw your belly in. The more core work we do, the stronger the low back becomes. And then reverse it. Go in the opposite direction a few times. And then slowly finish all that up. That last big circle. We'll bring the feet together, back into alignment, and let your kind of scooting back, so your back's resting against the chair now, the back of the chair. Arms are gonna come straight out from the shoulder. So only if that feels comfortable. If you need to, you can drop one, make it lower. Pardon me. And then we're gonna do little circles, small, controlled, slow circles. Couple more. Good, and then let your arms relax a little bit, give them a little wiggle. So we're gonna rotate the hands around here, drawing your thumbs kind of inward, so your shoulder blades come towards each other on the front, and then as you open the thumbs out, your shoulder blades come towards each other on the back. So go with your breath, just notice how this feels. One side can be a little trickier, a little tighter than the other. So being very mindful. Rotate the thumb in and rotate the thumbs out. Trying to bring those shoulder blades towards each other, and then on the back body. And then next time your palms are facing each other kind of down, let that be the last one. We're gonna take the arms shoulder height again, and now this time flip the palms up, take the thumbs backwards. Slow, small circles. Make sure you're breathing, feet stay rooted, find your core. Good, and then let's slowly let the arms, flip the palms, and then arms relax. Give a little wiggle. And then we're gonna take the right arm high for the ceiling, and the left arm kind of draws back behind you, and then switching. So there's extension and reach high with the arm that goes up, and reach back with the arm that goes back. So again, there's that kind of that engaging of the shoulder blade that lifts up and around as you extend and really engage through the fingertips. Reach up and back. Feet stay in alignment, rest of the body stays pretty still. Again, it's just the arms and the breath moving. Neck is not pulled forward. Good, and then we'll pause, give a little shake off again. So this is a new one. We did this one on Tuesday. So we're gonna bring the palms together in front, and then let your arms extend out as far back as you can go. Drop your thumbs to the floor. Slowly, slowly start to bring the arms forward with that different rotation. Bring the back of your hands together and then open back out again. Rotate the thumbs up towards the ceiling. Bring the palms together in front of you. Open back out with the palms. Now we're gonna flip the thumbs down to the floor again. Keep those thumbs down towards the floor as you bring the arms towards each other. Touch the back of the hands. Open back out. Rotate the thumbs up. Bring the hands together. Good. One more time. Out. Flip down. Come together. Open back out. Flip the thumbs up. Palms come together. Let that go. Give a little wake or shake off, I mean. Good. Now, with the palms open, resting on your lap, let your right arm reach high and really extend up for the ceiling. Bend the elbow, so wherever that hand touches, the back of the head, back of the shoulders, maybe in between the shoulder blades. Good, and then slowly come out. Go to the left side, reach up, high, bend the elbow, hold it for just a moment, and then slowly come out. We're gonna go back to the right side, up, back, and touch. And slowly come out. Go to the left, so your palms open, then reach high for the ceiling. Bend the elbow so that your palm is touching somewhere, back of the head, back of the neck, shoulder blades, reach high to come out. Good. Give a little wiggle again. Let your right arm extend out from the shoulder, palm open. Take it across to the left as far as you can, then hug it in. Letting that shoulder relax from the ear. Make sure you haven't twisted to the left at all. One more big breath. And then we're gonna let that one go. Shake it off. Left arm comes out from the shoulder, palm open. Sweep it to the right as far as you can. Then that right arm comes up on the outside of that left arm. Hug it into the body. Again, let that shoulder relax from the ear and just kind of draw it in as much as you can. Sorry, somebody else is joining here. Oh, it's Bruce. Good, and then slowly let that go. So we're gonna join the, you know what, let's do some finger work before we do that. So let your right hand come out in front. The left fingers draw the right fingertips back. So that, you should feel it at the bottom of your wrist, bottom of the forearm. And then drop the fingers to the floor, same idea, draw it back. That switches the stretch to the top of the forearm and top of the wrist. Good, and then we're gonna relax. Take your left hand, your left thumb and fingers, and kind of massage that right hand. So get into the wrist, run along the knuckles, side of the hand, then flipping over to get to the thumb pad, each finger. Really getting into each joint. 26 on each hand. See if you can find and lubricate each one. And then when you're done with all 5 fingers, just kind of hold the hand, right hand into a fist and then let it go. and hold it into a fist and let it go and give a little wiggle. And then we'll go to the left side. So the fingers draw high, right hand draws it back. So again, this should be, if your arm's really straight, you'll feel that in the bottom of the forearm and bottom of the wrist. Good, and let's drop the hand to the floor and say my dip, draw it back. And then let that arm relax, massage from the wrist down along the hand, pinky side of the hand, getting into each knuckle, each joint, flipping over to get into each finger. Good, and then slowly, again, kind of hold that left hand out in front, clench into a fist, hold it tight, and then let it go. And then again, second time, hold it tight. And then when you let it go, hopefully feel that blood and energy coming back out. Good. Shake it off a little bit. Erin, you can close the door if you want. Yeah. Oh, sorry. The massage lady is here. Tula noticed. Tula, leave it. Good girl. It's okay. So we're going to join the fingers together and flip the palms. So if it feels okay, your arms can be straight out in front of you, or there can be a slight bend, whatever you need. And we're going to take the arms high. Again, the arms can be straight, or there could be a bend to it. Bring the hands back out in front, or the arms out in front. Flip so your palms are together. Now we're going to keep the wrists together and open the arms. Take the arms as far back as you can go, kind of a little heart opening, and come together again. With the fingers, join the fingers, flip. Get a little stretch for the fingers. Good, take the arms high. Nice, drop the arms. Bring the palms together. Then keep the wrists together. Let the arms extend out and wide as far back as you can go. We're gonna do this one more time. Bring the palms together. Flip the fingers. Give a little stretch for the fingers there. Good, take the arms high. Drop those shoulders from the ears. Bring the arms back out in front with the palms together. And then take the wrists together. Extend the arms as far back as you can go. Bring the hands together. Shake it off. Let's do some legs. That's enough arm work, huh? So if you have a strap, we're going to strap up the right foot. If you are using your leg muscle, then maybe your hand can help. If you have fabric or a belt, or yeah, I see a couple people with fabric, so that's awesome. So the left foot stays in place. The right hand holds the strap on the right foot, and then we're going to push out through that heel. Let the leg go out and back. So there's enough engagement on that left leg, so it's that knee's not moving around. Exhale out, inhale back, or just make sure you're breathing. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. The left hand maybe holds the chair, or it's resting in your lap, whatever gives you more support for your spine. Couple more. Last one. And then still holding it with the right hand or using leg muscle. So we're gonna let that leg go up towards the ceiling. Then pushing through the heel as much as you can. Keep some energy and muscle engagement in that leg. Still holding that left foot in place. Good, and then let's pause for a moment. We're gonna come into half of a happy baby. So bend the knee and bend the elbow to the right and then push out. So if you're using your hand, maybe you take the hand behind your knee and kind of help you draw it back and then back out. If you have fabric, then you know the routine. Pull it out and back. Good, and then next time you kind of draw that knee back, maybe that helps you to take that ankle on top of the left knee. Now for this pose, there is the idea that you have some weight on both sits bones, so you're not leaning too far onto one side or the others. Oftentimes we lean too much onto that right side or whatever knee is bent on top. So think of finding some weight on both sits bones. You may need to walk that left foot into alignment, the right toes draw towards the right knee so that there's energy in the leg. If you want more, you can place your hands to the leg and let your heart start to come forward. Again, watch that your shoulders aren't dropping and your neck's in alignment. With a full breath in and a long breath out. Good, nice and slow. Start to lean back into the chair. We're gonna add on here, coming into our eagle. So the left foot kind of walks a little bit to the center, cross that right leg over the left. If that is not comfortable for you, then maybe let that foot rest, or if you have a block, you can let that foot rest. I'm kind of showing what that would look like. Arms extend out with a big reach. Let the left arm come on top of right. Kind of stretch those arms as much as you can so your elbows stack. You can stay here, maybe taking the forearms towards each other, or maybe even wrapping the palms towards each other. Now draw your belly in, again, trying to find equal weight of the sits bones, lifting up with the heart, and then elbows and knees, or the elbows come towards the knees. They don't need to touch. Inhale, up, exhale, elbows towards the knees. Take your heart up as much as you can. And down, good. So maybe you're even looking up towards the ceiling. It just depends on what feels right for your back, for your neck, your core. The next one's the last ones, but go all the way through it, lifting up and exhale, elbows towards the knees, back to center to unwind the arms, unwind the legs, give a little wiggle, shake everything off. And then again, if you have a strap, we're gonna place it underneath the left foot, or if you're using muscle, maybe your hand helps. So right foot comes into alignment, push through that left heel and out to the left and back. So maybe your right hand, again, holds the chair just to kind of keep your spine straight. Helps to engage that right side of the body down. Exhale and inhale, just make sure you're breathing. Good, we're gonna come back to center. There's that last one, back to center and little lifts up towards the ceiling. So again, root that right foot down so that side's not moving around. Up, up, oh boy, I feel it today. And then let's pause. So if you have a strap, bring your hand a little closer to your foot. Bend your knee, bend your elbow, push out. If you're using your hand, maybe you take it behind the knee and help you bring that knee back to the left. And push out with the heel. Back and out. Couple more. And then next time, the knee is back, kind of use your hand or your strap to place it on top of the right knee. Couple of alignment points again. Make sure your sits bones are rooted. You've got that left foot engaged towards the left knee. The right foot's in alignment. Maybe your heart comes forward a little bit, just depends. Keep your shoulders in alignment, neck in alignment. Deep breath in, long breath out. Good, and then lean back into the chair, walk that right foot to the center a little bit, cross the left leg over. Again, trying to find some equal weight on your sits bones. Arms extend out with a big reach. Right arm on top of left. Stacking the elbows if you can, and then slowly start to bring the forearms towards each other and maybe the palms towards each other. It just depends. You could be here, you could be here, right? There's 100 variations. Inhale, up, and exhale. Elbows come towards the knees. Again, they don't need to make contact. Keep your core engaged. Be aware of the belly. That helps protect your low back. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. We'll do one more. And then back to center, unwind everything. Good, and again, give a little shake off, shake the arms, shake the legs a little bit. Back to alignment. Back to feet are about hip width distance, lift the ribs from the waistline. Your hands can root down to the chair if you'd like, just to kind of, again, keep some awareness to your spine. Right leg comes out in front, point the toes away, and then point them towards you. Give it a moment, really kind of feel that stretch through your calf when your toes are pointing towards you, and then through the shin. When the toes point away, maybe you even feel it along the ankle. Good, and then come into some rotations. Big circles with the ankle. And then reverse the direction. Good. Now hold your leg and foot still. Start to move your leg to the right and then move the leg to the left. So the whole leg is moving, the knee moves, the inner thigh is working. Turn the toes to the right, turn them to the left. That left foot stays in alignment so it pushes down so that knee's not wobbling around at all. And then come back to center. Hold the leg and foot still and try to wiggle just your right toes. Just the toes. Good, we'll bring that foot to the floor. And left leg comes out. And take your time. Point the toes towards you and then point them away. Give it a moment so you can really feel the stretch. Good, and then we're gonna come into some circles. Go in big directions, big circles, big directions, that's not right. Good, second side, go in the reverse direction. And then hold the leg and foot still, turn the toes to the right and then turn them to the left. Working the inner thigh. The knee moves with you, so we're not trying to hold the leg in place. Let that inner thigh kind of rotate in and rotate out. Good, and then back to center. Hold the leg and foot still, just moving the left toes. See if you can spread the toes wide, get them to snap, crackle. And then we'll bring that foot to the floor. Good. So again, your hands can come to the chair. We're gonna maybe lean back, bring that right knee up. We're gonna do 7 of these, trying to keep some height of the leg pushing out and back. There's 2. Inhale, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. That's 4, 5, 6, and 7. Foot comes to the floor, left side, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Think of your core. 5, 6, 7, 8, whoops.
Whoop.
I got talking. Okay, so scoot forward a little bit. So we're gonna come up out of the chair, lift up like we do, and just making sure that your knees track over the toes, right? So your knees aren't too far apart or too in. Think of your ribs lifting up. Your hands could be to the heart, or your hands can help lift you up out of the chair. But we're gonna root down with the feet and lift up with the heart to stand. Nice. Chair is right behind you, so take a seat again. Engage your core, root down, and come up. Nice, good. We'll take a seat. We'll do it one more time. So root your feet to the floor, lift up through the ribs, and come to stand. Yay! I think I have to adjust my monitor a little bit. Okay, so bringing your chair forward. Let's do some more leg work. We'll take the heels to the edge of your mat if you have a mat. If not, we're gonna step out with, bend your knees, step out with the right heel. Let your heart start to come forward, keeping those right toes drawn towards you so you really get a hamstring and calf stretch. Hold the chair. Good, now draw your belly in and come up. We're gonna take both legs straight this time, that right foot still out in front. And root down through your feet and come forward. So hands maybe to the hips, or at least the left one is, so you know that your hips are square. You're not twisting your hips. And there's engagement through both feet. Really root down through the feet to help you come up, draw the belly in. Take your weight to that right foot to turn your left toes under. So this can be a big stretch for that ankle right here, and then maybe it's a little side to side, little circles. Good, and then slowly take the heels to the edge again. Tula might bark here, just warning. Good. Bend your knees, we're gonna go to the left side. Left heel comes out in front, keep those toes active up towards you as you take your heart forward. So again, keep those toes drawn up. This should be a big hamstring calf stretch. You're rooting back with that right heel, so you're not in, the weight's not in the right toes. Draw your belly in, slowly come up. Good. Place your left foot out in front still, but this time the legs are straight. Again, watch it, you're not twisted. You have this, your feet are far enough apart where your hips can be square. Root down through your feet and come forward. Make sure the weight's not in that front leg. You've got some weight in the back leg still. Good, now draw the belly in again to come up. Shift the weight to the left leg. Turn those right toes under to stretch that top of the foot and a little side to side. Good, shake the legs off a little bit. So let's turn, or I will. So you can be right behind the chair though, so, both hands to the chair if you like. Let your feet separate. Looking at the heels, just make sure that they're in alignment with each other. And then as you go low, think about the shoulders staying over the hips. and then coming back up to straight legs. And as you go low, the knees kind of bow outward. They're not bowing in towards each other. So it becomes more of an inner thigh work out here. You should feel it in your quads and maybe in the hips. If you want, we can add a little bit of shoulder work, kind of drop those shoulders towards each other. As you come into this, think of those knees going out. Good. Soles of the feet really root down. And then last one, go as low as you can and then come back up. Good. Now we're gonna bend the knees. Now your heart can come forward a little bit, that's fine. Hands to the knees and slowly start to come into a little bit of a stretch. Take your left shoulder towards your right knee and then kind of come back through center, keeping your hips as square as you can. Turn to the left. Come back up through center one more time to the right. Left shoulder towards the right knee. Keep those hips square. Come back up. Right shoulder towards the left knee. And then to center slowly. Again, come up. Good. If you did, yeah, even it out. Nice. Okay, we're going to go low again. Hands to the hips this time. And now bring your right heel up and bring it down. Bring the left heel up, bring it down. Go back to the right heel up and down, left heel up and down. Now we're gonna lift both heels and try just to balance on those toes. The chair's right there if you need it. It's right there in front of you, hopefully. Good, bring both heels to the floor, straighten the legs, shake it off a little bit. Down dog. So I'm just gonna move my chair. Hopefully yours is right where you need it to be. Hold on to the back of the chair and stretch all the way back. So walking your feet back as far as you can to get your spine kind of in a straight alignment. Maybe moving your hips a little side to side, or you can kind of draw the spine up and the belly then down to the floor, a little cat-cow action. The shirt's not really showing. Okay, warrior one, when you're ready, look to the back of the chair. Right foot's gonna come forward, left toes draw out a little bit to the left, so that right knee keeps that soft bend to it. Hips are square to the chair, and then the arms extend up. Good. Ready? Down dog. Hold the chair. Stretch it back. And second side, left foot forward. Right toes turn out a little bit. Warrior one. So that left knee now has that soft bend. Hips are square, and then let the arms extend up and reach. Neck's in alignment, shoulders relaxed down the back. Good. Downward facing dog. When you're ready, hold the back of the chair, stretch. So ideally you feel a stretch along the sides of the body. Maybe it's a little wiggle, a little up and down. And then warrior two with the right foot forward. Left toes are going to turn a little bit more, so your hips turn to the left. And then big stretch out with the arms. Now watch that you're not pulling your body weight forward. See if you can keep your shoulders over the hips. Kind of root down through the soles of the feet. Good. Downward facing dog. Hold the chair. Stretch it back. Second side. Left foot comes forward, right toe turns a little bit. That left knee has that soft bend, pushing back into that right heel so that leg stays strong, and then shoulders over the hips if you can. Deep breath in, long breath out. Downward facing dog, hold here, stretch back. Okay, crescent lunge. Bring that right foot forward. We're gonna stay up on the left toe. So the heel either points back or up. That right knee has a bend. So this ideally is stretching that back leg, the quadricep and the psoas muscle. Let your arms come high. If that's okay, hold the chair if you need to, it's right there. Good, down dog, hold the chair, stretch it back. And crescent lunge, second side. So let your left foot come forward this time and root that foot to the floor and then turn the heel up or back, just so you're balancing on those right toes. He has that soft bend. Arms extend up and reach. This should be stretching that back leg, getting into the quad and the psoas muscle. That's really good. A little balance challenge. And then down dog. Hold the chair, stretch back again. Slowly, slowly start to walk up towards the chair. Look to the back of the chair, walking up towards it. We're gonna hold the chair with the right hand, so your right leg's next to it and right hand's next to it. Tree pose. So take a moment to really find that rooting down on that right side. We're gonna lift that left knee up a little, let it open a little, place that foot above or below the kneecap, or maybe even to the floor. I'm gonna Good, so hands could be to the heart or they start to come overhead. Trying to keep the hips even if you can, so watch it, you're not leaning too far to one side. Maybe you're holding on to the chair. Find your breath. If you fall out of it, come back into it. We'll be here for just another moment. And whoo, let that first side go. Good, give it a little wiggle, shake it off. We're gonna turn to the left side. So your left leg, left hand is next to the chair. Get really strong, Tadasana. Shift that weight and then place that foot above or below, or maybe even rooted. You can take hands to the heart, maybe one hand comes high if you're letting go, and both hands come up, let those shoulders drop. Be aware of your breath, be aware of where your neck alignment is. And then when you're ready, we'll let that side go. Let your feet come apart a little bit, and we're just gonna move into some pelvic circles. So think of your core though, be aware of the belly, kind of draw that in a little bit. You can drop the head and the knees maybe bend as you shift around. and around. Good, and then go in the opposite direction a few times. Around. Take it off a little bit. So, airplane pose. Airplane is. So we're gonna, again, take the right hand and right leg next to the chair, starting on that side. Left arm maybe comes out for a little bit of a wing for some balancing, and then let your left leg lift up. So I'm just gonna turn a little bit so you can see that. So watch it, your hips aren't stacking. You're trying to keep those toes pointing down towards the floor, pushing through that heel. Maybe letting go of the chair to really fly in the airplane. It just depends. Make sure you're breathing and your core is engaged. And then when you're ready, come back in for a landing. Good, turn second side, so your left hand, left leg's next to the chair. Right arm comes out. Start to bow forward, let your right leg push back behind you. Again, push through that heel really strong. Try and keep those hips level. I'm just gonna turn so I can see you guys. Again, make sure you're breathing. If you fall out of it, come back in. Yay! All right, when you're ready, slowly start to come out from that. Nice. Let's move the pelvis around a few more times. Just get in there, shift around and around, and around and around. And then, let's see. Okay, so hold the chair again with kind of coming a little bit far away, so you're not elbows length, you're maybe arms length away from the chair on the right side, but you have it if you need it. So we're going to slowly start to shift from kind of this little teetering. Root one foot down, and then it's a little bit of a star pose. Be aware of where your core is. Be even aware of where your neck is. Everything's in alignment. So you just start to shift from one side to the other. Sorry, I didn't cue that right. If you want to, you can kind of turn so your the chair's in front of you, so it's not far away from you when you're going from one side to the other. Okay, now we're gonna go a little bit deeper into this. Go onto your right leg, hold that left leg up. 1, 2, 3, good. Bring that left foot to the floor, shift really strong, bring that right leg up. 1, 2, 3, good. Back to the right foot, lift that left leg up. 1, 2, 3, good. Left leg to the floor, bring that right leg up. 1, 2, 3. Yay, okay. Some more circles. Just kind of let all that go. Keep your core engaged a little bit. Shift around and around, go in the opposite direction. And then we're gonna come right behind the chair, standing right behind. So again, just elbows length away or closer, whatever feels right. We're gonna, I'm not sure if you can see my feet, so I'll move a little bit. We're gonna come up onto the toes and then to the heels. Up to the toes and to the heels. So when you're coming to the toes, try and fan them out a little bit. So it gives you a little bit more support, a little bit more stability. Up and back, up and back, good. So watch it, your pelvis isn't doing the work here. You're not you're not swinging this way. You're staying really strong as much as you can, lifting up into the heels. Couple more. Good, and then we'll come back. Let's take a seat. Move the chair back into alignment. So again, moving any flesh out of the way so you get a really good rooting down with the sits bones. Your feet are in alignment. And let's do a little neck work. So bring your chin forward and then pull it back. So I'll turn so you can kind of see what that looks like. So bring your chin as far forward as you can and then pull it back. So watch that your shoulders aren't coming forward with you. As much as you can, it's just the chin going straight ahead and then pulling it back. Couple more. And then next time the neck is back, holding it there, let your right ear draw to the right shoulder and then left ear, left shoulder. You can let your hands relax to the floor. Watch that the shoulders don't creep up to meet the ears, they just relax. Good, and then coming back to center. Sorry, I have to touch my face. Little itch, won't go away. Begin to turn and look right, and then go through center to look left. Be aware of your breath. Watch that your chin's not in towards the chest, it's parallel with the floor. Couple more. And then we'll come back to look straight ahead. We're going to join the fingers and place the thumbs, your hands behind the head, but placing the thumbs where your hairline and neck meet. Now bringing the elbows towards each other a little bit, still trying to keep your spine straight so you're not dropping through your chest. Bring the elbows down towards the floor. So not trying to pull the head down though, but just letting your arms get a little heavy. The shoulders relaxed. Make sure you're still breathing. You can start to look a little bit to the right. Maybe you look a little to the left. And then come back to center very slowly and softly. Start to lift the head, release the arms. We're gonna move the head, neck, and shoulders around. Good. Time to tap it out. Right arm comes out in front. Left hand gives a little tap or vice versa, whichever. We only have the two arms to worry about. Tapping anywhere you can. Come along the collarbone, the neck. And go as high up underneath the armpit as you can. Tap along the side of your body. Flushing out the lymph nodes, so good. Come along the belly, come along where your torso and legs meet, that little space right there. Maybe along the back side a little bit. The legs. And then when you're done tapping, let your hands kind of wipe off all the old energy. Wipe it off, wipe it off. The last thing you wipe off is your hands. Coming back to alignment for your seat. Taking a deep breath in and a long breath out. Deep breath in, long breath out. Check it in with your body, just see how you feel now after all of that movement, after all of the stretching. Let's come back to this moment, to this breath, letting the hands release to the side, moving fingers, moving toes. And then we'll take arms out for full breath as you sweep up and exhale as the hands draw down towards the heart. Thank you everybody for sharing your practice with me and each other. Light and divine in me bows to the light and divine within each of you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks everybody. So we'll see you on
Tuesday.
Tuesday at 4.
Yeah.
Great, everybody.
Thanks, Fanny.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks,
Wow.
everybody.
Hi, Marianne.
Bye.
Oh.